Hello and welcome to A Book in 5 Minutes. My name is Lindsay Milner and I'm a training and development consultant working mainly with non-profit organisations to help them to create awesome workplaces. And while I've been doing that work, I have read a great deal of books. Books on thinking, books on business development, personal development and effective management. And I thought it might be interesting to share some insights that I've gained from reading those books with you. This week's book is Digital Trailblazer by Richard Woods. And fittingly, as it's a digital book, a book on digital, then my copy is a Kindle edition, so I don't have one to wave at you here. The aim of the book is to help you to increase your online marketing. So to increase the number of leads you're generating from all of your online marketing channels, and obviously ultimately to increase the amount of business that you're making from those leads. Richard Woods, the name might be a bit familiar. He was a finalist on The Apprentice and he now runs a marketing agency in the south of England. The aim of the book, as I say, is to help you, or to give you information on how to increase your number of leads and therefore business. But as with a lot of these types of books, a secondary aim, or actually possibly the main aim, is to act as a lead generation magnet for themselves, for their agency. And I think this book, that there's a lot of value in this book. It's almost like a how-to. It includes a lot of step-by-step processes. It includes a lot of information about exactly how to go about it. He uses a mountain climbing analogy, climbing Everest, throughout the book. He talks about base camp, how you have to prepare everything for measuring your marketing and your online channels so that you know which ones are performing for you and which ones are not, where you can improve, where you can make informed decisions about, maybe I shouldn't bother with this because it's not working for me. And it also points to quite a lot of online resources. Unfortunately, quite a lot of those links are broken. I don't know how often books are updated on Kindle. That is a bit of a minor irritation, although actually when you do click on a link that's not working, the page that tells you that is quite entertaining, much more entertaining than they generally are, and it does take you to the home page as well, so it's not a complete sort of major irritation. It's just a little minor thing. But the book itself, the information that's in there is extremely valuable, I think. It's particularly valuable to small businesses. If you've got a small team, if you've got a salesperson, a marketing person, somebody working on fulfillment, somebody else working on your online, making sure all of your online channels are there, social media is all sorted. Possibly a bit too much information if you're a sole trader. There's some stuff in there that you could implement for sure, but I don't think you'd really get the best value out of it if you're on your own. Richard Woods is a trainer. I've been on a couple of his training courses and he's really engaging and obviously knows his stuff and he's so full of enthusiasm. And I don't think that really comes across in this book. I think the book is more of a practical guide. It's not a book that you'd want to sit down just for the sake of reading it. I think the information that's in there is valuable, but there's nothing that would... the chapter on measurement, the base camp, I actually found it quite hard going to sit and read through. But I think if you were putting things into place, you take it step by step. You do one thing and then go back and check you've got that right, and then you move on to the next thing. It doesn't include all the technical stuff, so unless you're a whiz with WordPress, for example, you might want to get a web developer who gets marketing to do some of this work for you. Or, of course, employ Richard Woods' marketing agency to do the work for you. So it definitely works on that level. Would I read it? I wouldn't sit down and read it. But if you are a small business who wants to increase the number of leads you're generating and increase the amount of business that you're closing, then yeah, go out, get this book, start putting these steps into place, work on it, because there's a lot of stuff in there that it's obvious would work. So that's this week's book in 5 minutes. If you've read it, let me know what you think. I'll be interested to hear your thoughts. If you haven't, are you going to rush out and get it? It's not very expensive on Kindle. It's definitely well worth the investment. That's this week's book in 5 minutes, Digital Trailblazer by Richard Woods. I will see you next week for another book in 5 minutes. Bye.